Anybody that wears draws that color is trying to hide a problem with skin marks, dude.
I
You're
would,
never gonna.
wouldn't you?
I don't have that problem. I don't wear underwear. Remember?
Oh, that's true.
Hi, everybody. Happy Friday 13th. It's technically kind of a bonus commentary this week because of the holiday. We would have been doing another stream, but Todd reminded me it was the day, the day that we never celebrate here on this channel. Like, it's the first year we've ever celebrated any kind of Friday 13th. On Friday 13th, we'll stream, but we're not doing the obvious Friday 13th because everybody and the mom is doing Friday 13th movies.
Yeah.
Um, but we figured, we better compete this year.
And why
So
not pick the best one,
it's the best one, and yet it's still kind of hollow junk food. But
Well,
let's go ahead. I don't know how you guys are watching it. You might, dust off your old VHSs. I know it's on Paramount. If you guys are joining the chat in the middle of it, Todd has got the link for you guys to download it in a Google Drive, or you can stream it from there. Spammed in the comments. We might have to keep kind of sporadically you guys can ask for it too, but it's in the comments. Go to the top. But anyway, we're gonna get started. We're not gonna wait. We gotta go. We gotta get to it. Jason's on our asses. You got it? You understand? Okay. So we're gonna go. Oh, is this like a particular copy? Should we tell them? This is like a Blu-ray rip, right?
this is the 4K rip.
Okay.
So it starts at the motion
The R.
picture R rating, but
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you want to bump it to anything else,
Well,
Paramount or
maybe we should go to the Paramount because I don't know if this is how everybody's version is gonna be.
yeah, I'm not sure either.
Let's go. We're gonna hold on. I'm
I'll
gonna
I'll
zoom it.
I'll find and see how many seconds it is for.
Feels like it's a whole fucking minute because it's like here we go. All right, so we're gonna start. I got it. It's about 12 seconds in.
Yep.
Shit. Yeah, we're gonna start. Go ahead and start right as the Paramount Mountains are fading in, and that's where we're gonna go. All right. Get your Jason masks. It's time to party. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, play. I just watched this. Really, I just finished watching this.
Oh, really?
I had to work late because I had to go to baby appointments today, so I had to flex around my schedule. And I thought the stream was at 10. That's my bad. And so I was like racing, and then but it was 10:30. But anyway, I did get the movie watched. I sat here rewatching it, and yeah, it's like every time I see it, like Todd said, it's probably the best one, but it's still just hollow. It's still just junk food. There's nothing to this movie. It kills me. It doesn't even earn its 85-minute runtime. In true Friday the 13th fashion, the beginning is like 10 minutes of recap. You don't have to watch the original movie because they pretty much fill you in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. The first 15 minutes.
and then they kind of like erase the badass ending of the first one by just it was all a dream
Real
type of
quick, this
thing.
is the first female Jason right here walking. It's the only time that
Yeah.
Jason has been a female.
Oh, played by a woman?
Yeah, right here.
Just legs?
Yep.
Who is it?
I can't remember. It was some costume designer, I believe.
They just got him to
They
fill.
said I did watch the documentary on it afterwards,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, that was pretty interesting. But yeah, this is one that was Tom Savini was going to have something to do with it, but he was too busy, I think, working on a different film. He didn't think that this one would be worth a shit. So,
But so that confuses me because that's what I've always heard. I've heard him talk about it where he thought even the idea of doing a sequel was just shitting all over the ending of the first one and how the first one was. So are you saying he was actually signed on to do it anyway? Like he changed it? He probably just threw a wad of cash in his fucking face, didn't they? Like, okay.
Yeah, I guess he had other arrangements. He was doing the movie Midnight, I believe. I think that's a Russo film. So he ended up doing that, and then also,
But was he gonna do it? Is what I'm saying because it sounded like he didn't like the idea. So they ended up getting him anyway. Is what you're saying? 'Cause I'm
no,
confused.
they were trying to get him, but then he didn't like the idea, I believe. And
Okay.
then there's their second pick was actually going to be the guy who did the effects for Alien, I believe.
Okay.
Which trying to figure out who what the guy's name was.
I always think of Tom Woodruff Jr., but that's not it. That's like later. I gosh, dude, every time I see this movie in any of these early movies, I always want to. I don't know why I even waste time watching these recaps. I was just like the movie starts about what 10 minutes in.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, they're stupid, man, and it is really dumb because it just wastes the first movie.
Well, I mean, but you got to think back in 1981. It's like nobody like rented this. If you didn't see the first one, then you're pretty much shit out of luck.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
had to see a movie
how
in
many other
theaters.
sequels were out or getting put out at the
That's a
time?
good
You know?
point. And you're right, you had to see a movie in the theater. And
Yeah.
it's not like everything was a dime a dozen, you can watch it anytime in streaming. So, and even if you did see it in theater, you probably saw it once or twice, and then you haven't seen it in a couple years or whatever, or a year, and then you probably really do need to brush up on it. But I just think they really give away too much of it. It's like, why even bother watching the first one?
Yeah,
Like, let's just give you.
Stan Winston was supposed to do the makeup effects, but he backed out too, and they ended up
Oh,
getting a young cat, Carl Fullerton.
Silhouette. I feel like the bad dream element in this could have been Freddy messing with her head, maybe an early onset of his powers. It's the same universe after all. I mean, it wasn't when they made it, but you know, we can revise history.
So Adrian King didn't know she was going to be killed off that early, so they pretty much just threw a wad of cash and was like, "Okay, we'll give you a day, a night." They filmed this all in a night. It was all improv, I guess. A lot
Oh,
of the
this whole
stuff where she's on the phone and stuff like that
uh-huh. Yeah, I've
with
heard
her
that.
mom, and which is pretty cool. I mean, I always thought she was a good final girl. I do like Amy Steele the best. I think she's a great final girl, but
Even though there's like
Adrian King's
nothing to her
good.
character though.
I don't know. I find her
What is
interesting.
people love people love Amy Steele as a final girl, and I've always wondered. I like the movie, but why is she so
Well,
special?
because I think she's a strong presence on screen, I think, and the whole psychology aspect too, I think is pretty interesting. How
I think it.
she's smart and she's kind of a badass.
I is she a badass though?
I think she's
She
tough. I
doesn't do
mean,
anything until the end when she fucking throws the machete in him, because she's got to save Paul or whatever his name is. I mean, I don't think
com-
there's anything to. Well, the whole movie, she's like out in the town until she comes back at the very end. Like,
well, I mean, she is for a point, yeah. Her and her boyfriend are out in the town. But I like how it's just the camp counselors. I think that's kind of interesting. I like the fact that actually, a couple people survive. The ending, you don't know if the main guy even survives or not. Like,
it's so yeah, it's
which is
very
cool. I think I like that.
yeah, it's
You got
ambiguous.
on-screen kills. You got a couple off-screen kills. I know people hate off-screen kills, but it keeps you guessing. I think um,
Well,
with a
not when
lot
you
of it.
know it's Jason.
What's that?
Not when you know who killed him.
Well, I mean, you don't see them die, so you're just like, okay, what the hell happened to them? I actually like that occasionally, especially with these old films, back in like the late '70s, early '80s. It's just kind of different, like because I see so much gore and shit that um, I still love it, but I mean, it's just something
Gosh,
different for me.
I gotta say though, I know I'm just watching your rip, but this 4K is beautiful.
Oh, the 4K
Like,
looks amazing, and
it's
this looks
stunning.
like crap compared to what it looks like on the
I
LG.
I was watching my Shout Blu-ray and even on the LG, and it doesn't fucking look like this.
The daytime scenes look amazing, dude. Wait till you hit those. And this isn't even a good. This is still compressed to hell.
Did you have you A beat it? Have you seen the Shout Factory Blu-ray?
No, I have. I have 'em both. So I got that Paramount Presents box set when it was like $20, and I was surprised. I mean, it looks really good on 4K.
I mean,
I
at
can't.
least what I'm seeing right now, it's shitting all over what I just watched.
Well, if they ever release a 4K box set, I'll probably end up buying it just because I. These are the type of films I do want in 4K. So
Yeah, I also don't know. I'm paranoid if I was getting the most out of my TV on that one because I just bought a whole bunch of HDMI's and I gave everything its port and I moved all the HDMI inputs around. And so like I don't know, man, like I know it's just a Blu-ray, but I wasn't getting any triggers on my TV that made me think it was I gotta like watch a 4K after this and make sure I've got everything formatted. But it looks super grainy. I mean, it looked like kind of like how I think it should look. This
mhm.
looks super crisp. So I didn't know.
Well, it does have grain to it, but it's so fine that I mean, it looks beautiful. Like the nighttime scenes and everything, they do look a little dark, but you're gonna get that with 4K. So I don't. It doesn't bother me at all.
Hey, Silhouette, thank you so much, brother. He says, sad fact, F-13th remake is in the same universe as Michael Bay's Transformers. A jock character, same actor and name, gets gutted by Jason in the first Transformers film. I mean, I don't care. That movie's I don't give a shit about that movie, so
What
it doesn't bother.
Transformers?
No, I don't the remake.
Oh, the remake. Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf can show up,
Mm.
and suck Willa Ford's tits, before getting killed by Jason and that, and it's fine. But no, so how do you like the idea that they just brought her back for this extended intro and just ice her so
I
fast?
do like it because can you imagine being in the theaters and actually seeing her die in the first 10 minutes? You're like, what the
Well,
hell?
yeah, I wonder what the marketing was like. Did
People are
they
probably
did they
pissed.
did they play it off like she wasn't, like she was maybe going to be in the? They probably did with the way the
Yeah,
trailer was cut, like she was actually going to be in it.
yeah. And I actually like a lot of these characters in this. I mean, Ted's funny. He's the goofy redheaded guy. Of course, you have Mark, the guy in the wheelchair.
God,
Terry
don't be
is
started on
freaking.
Mark, dude.
Terry's probably like has the best ass out of anybody in cinema
Oh,
history.
the one that gets the slingshot.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's a something else, dude.
Smoke show, and then
Hey, Adam Renteria. Hope that I say your name right. How you doing, brother?
hey, Adam, what's up?
You Friday 13th Part 2 fan? Yeah. So, dude, I every time that scene, like to me, that's the quintessential like Skinny Dip Lake scene
Oh
because
yeah,
she's like like you said, a smoke show, and honestly, her face is just okay, but it doesn't matter.
kind of
You
horsey, but that's all right.
you could put Jason's bag over her face, so that's
Yeah.
fine. It's because she is just tight, dude.
Well, she's probably my favorite out of any girl in the franchise. I
Yeah,
mean,
just because she's got like a fucking smoking 12, she is banging. She just got
she,
like a 12, as Michael say.
well, Vicky's pretty cute too. I mean, she's kind of the nerdy girl that dates Mark, or wants to date Mark,
The cripple
the
guy,
cripple guy.
which probably, yeah, she's kind of cute, and
Yeah,
and she's thoughtful. She sprays her cooch, you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatever.
And
Which
and growing
uh,
up, I actually kind of liked Sandra too. Like do you know much about Marta Kober or whatever the name is, the girl who's Sandra? She got arrested like 50 different times for like drug possession and stuff. So you like Google her name, you see like 30 different mug shots pop up. So
wow,
it's hysterical, dude.
you like a bad girl. It's hot,
She's
does
been
it
in a
for you.
lot of trouble. No, not anymore now, but
She's like, who's the? Gosh, I can't even spit it out. Who's who is the girl that died that was on the show with fucking Arnold? What the? Why can't I spit it out? What's the show with Arnold? What you talking about, Willis?
oh,
Isn't it
All
the
in the
girl on
Family?
that? Dana Plato.
All in the
Dan,
Family, is that it?
All in the Family's Archie Bunker, dude.
Oh,
Arnold is what you talking about, Willis. That's little black kid.
what's it?
God, it's Gary Coleman, dude.
That's a
Gary
hot
Coleman. Hot dog? No, I don't think so.
no, what
It's not important. Anyway, Dana Plato was like
Different Strokes.
the Different Strokes. Dana Plato was like the actress that went off the deep end, and she was into drugs, getting arrested all the time, and she died. And I think she died, wasn't she on like Howard Stern like a week before
Oh
she
yeah, yeah, I
died?
remember that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why Silhouette. That's just my old brain because I know Different Strokes, but dude, I don't know what it is about this last couple of years. I can't think straight. I can't spit out the stuff I know. Sucks, dude.
Cool death scene right there. I love the panel of Voorhees' head um
I
in the
I know,
refrigerator.
me too, but I know they haven't really built the lore yet because this is our first real Jason appearance since it was a dream in the first movie. But it doesn't have any continuity with the rest of them that came after. But how did Jason get here? It shows that Jason is capable of leaving Crystal Lake. So why doesn't he ever? How did he get here? Did he walk? Did he drive? Did he bring his mom's head and then he takes it back and then he goes and makes a shrine?
They really never give us that. I mean, of course he lives in the woods.
Which is
Um
also stupid because
I like that aspect of the film. I think
I
that's
no
cool.
I like it, but it's stupid. Now I get it because, like I said, they hadn't really established what Jason became
Yeah.
in this movie. But two people in this movie stumbled upon his fucking shack in the woods
Yeah.
by happenstance, and you're telling me nobody else in the previous 5 years? Well, he's been there longer than 5 years. He's been there since they thought he drowned.
Yeah, he's been there for
What?
well, they said it was 5 years, and Ad
Well,
and,
it's 5 years since the first movie.
and Adrian King this took place 2, they said, 2 weeks after,
Oh, is
sh
it 2 weeks?
yeah, this part when she died. So,
But but later when they're telling the camp stories and shit, that's 5 years
this
later.
is
They
5
jump.
years, yeah,
Yeah.
after Adrian King dies.
So when you have two people during the principal part of the movie stumble across his cabin on accident, you're telling me even in the last 5 years, nobody has stumbled across that cabin and
Yeah.
seen his mom's shrine, which he's got perfect. No, she looks like shit, but that head would be rotten, dude.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
There would be no flesh on that bitch, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then even like taking to the facts before this, because even in the first movie, which yeah, I know you like it with Amy Steele with the whole psychology babble stuff, but I think it's obviously just cheap exposition. I actually hate that fucking scene when they're at the bar and she just basically spills it. No, I mean he must have saw his mom get his head shot. Like it's just like Wayne's World. He sure had a lot of information for a security guard, don't you think? It's just like,
Well, no, but I love the guys' responses, aren't they? Like, "Are you drunk?" Or didn't they say something like that? Like, they just kind of brushed it
like you're
off.
drunk, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it's she wouldn't have no way. I don't care what her major is or whatever's going on in her brain. She just put everything together perfectly.
No,
Like, oh, okay.
she's
You wrote the movie. Thanks.
she's
You
in
wrote the whole
school for psychology. She must be smart, right?
fucking makes yeah, okay. So
Take it with a
stupid,
grain of
dude.
salt, man.
Oh, I do,
Yeah.
but I have to nitpick it. I have to.
I mean, it's a
But yeah,
mindless slasher. It's just for fun, man.
we got John Bon Jovi here. Fucking, and he always reminds me of John Bon Jovi, especially when they're having sex. Which, by the way, this chick here, the whole movie, you could basically see like her nipples through her shirt, but then like during the sex scene, you don't see anything. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, this is the one I was telling you about. The had all the drug problems and
She
everything with
looks
her.
like it.
Yeah,
I mean, she looks like she's fucking 14 here, so I'm not complaining, but she looks like she came from the wrong side of the tracks, dude. She probably was in some trouble.
yeah,
But yeah, anyway, so like when they're doing it and Jason puts the harpoon or whatever fucking through both of them, he really looks like John Bon Jovi there, dude.
yeah. Which I wish they would release that uncut because I do want to see that scene because that was supposed to be gory, but the MPAA cut that to shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like John Bon Jovi hardcore there,
It
man.
does, man. He's living on
Hey,
a
so
prayer.
what's with the dude who's like heeding the warning and he's the first guy that Jason kills? Why is he like
Crazy Ralph, dude.
why is Crazy Ralph perving around the fucking camp? What's he doing?
He is in multiple movies, man. There's a
Huh?
Crazy Ralph in multiple movies.
But what is this Crazy Ralph's purpose? Why is he like
You're
stalking this camp?
doomed. You're doomed. I don't know. He's just some
Is he
crazy local dude that
like there to actually protect them, or is he there to like
no.
spy on some tits, dude? Because he
I
knows they all go up there to have sex.
Yeah, I think he's just wants a peep show, man. He's into voyeurism. Crazy Ralph. I don't know.
These guys all dodged a bullet because it's like 2/3 of your fucking crew here just go out for a night in the town and never come back, and they don't have to witness any of that stuff. Like Redhead doesn't, he doesn't have to bear witness to anything. There's a black guy that doesn't have to bear witness to anything.
Yeah, so there is another camper. Remember when they're around the fire, the campfire or
Yeah.
whatever, they're telling the tale? You never see
Mhm.
him again after
Not
that
even like,
scene.
not even when they're like, "Hey, let's go for a night of the
Yeah.
town."
I didn't see him, did you?
Maybe not. I'll
No,
have to
I
see.
that was the only time I saw that character because they never established him at all, which, whatever, but
Yeah, no, it's fine, but it's just it's that doesn't really happen in any other movie where like, okay, we're all gonna go to the bar. They don't really leave Crystal Lake once they're at Crystal
well, that's
Lake.
why I like it. It's a little bit different, it's And the fact that the guy that doesn't die is because he was too drunk to actually go home. He wanted to go to an after party. It's like, okay, that guy survived. It's usually the
Dude,
drunks that get killed first.
Silhouette, you're absolutely right, man. That 100%. The tall ginger guy looks like the lead chef dude in
Yes.
Ratatouille. I was
Yes.
I was thinking that in the back of my head, and what you said that and it clicked. He really does.
Yeah, Ted, dude, he's funny. He's funny, dude. I think. I mean, he reminds me of so many different people growing up that I've met. Just his personality and humor.
This chick's kind of got a weird Gilda Radner thing going on with her hair and everything.
Yeah, it's what 81, so it's kind of
Yeah,
that time period.
81. Dude, like when the nerdy girl that's trying to get with what Mark you said is his name, the
Vicky,
cripple. Dude, why that whole scene is odd to me too. Maybe it's an 80s thing. She's already wearing like her panties are fine, but then she pulls out these weird brown color of shit panties like, "Oh yeah.
I've always
It-
liked those, dude. Every
like
time I
these
watch
are
that, kind of like the
these are going to set
silky.
him over."
Well, they're
I'm like,
silky, dude.
"But you're already wearing like black panties or like I'm going to put on these shit brown panties."
Well, the other ones
It
probably
makes
stink, dude. That's why she sprayed.
it's gross, dude. Yeah, I know. It's
Gross. I mean, come on, man. You better be spraying too if you're going on a date.
I shower. It's like these guys are so horny, dude. Like they can't even be bothered to take a shower. They got showers there.
Well, Terry didn't want to take a shower. She just wanted to hop in the lake and then
They're
wash up that
That's
way.
disgusting. Why fish fart in that lake?
Yeah.
Why do people want to go in the lake, dude? Lake water's gross.
Remember Paul was saying like he pretty much said to keep your stuff clean or whatever. He's like even when it's that time of the month, you got to keep your stuff clean. The camp counselor.
Because the bears.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which is that a myth? Was that an old wives' tale
I
or is
don't
that
know,
true?
dude. I no. Let's try it out, man.
Look, it's there. We
Next
got
time we go
Muffin, dude.
camping. Oh
We got
man,
who's Muffin belong to exactly? Because you
her
see Muffin. Okay, you see Muffin with her.
Terry.
Yeah, here we go. And you see Muffin with a dude. Yeah, here we go. Oh,
And,
everybody, moment of silence. Look how back he's retracting at slingshot, but then
mhm.
it just like piddles on her.
She actually sells those 8x10s when she does cons. I'd love to
Oh,
have
of
one
her
of those eight
ass.
by tens. Yeah, yeah. She knows what she's
God, but
doing,
is it
man.
weird? Is it weird when she's 70 year old handing them to you?
Probably, but it's like,
Like, here you go, sweetie. Like, I'm gonna go jack off to this later. Thank you, Granny.
oh,
Uh,
everybody ages.
poor. Oh, I know, but it's weird to see these old timers peddling their old smut.
Yeah,
It's kind of
Ling,
weird.
Ling, dude.
Well, Bai Ling looked all right still for her age. She was
Yeah,
fine,
yeah,
but it's not like Linda Blair selling the
yeah.
sexy tits out photos she was.
Lingerie. Yeah,
And she's
yeah,
like fucking old and skinny and frail. She looks like everybody's grandma, dude. And
yeah.
it's funny. She's like, "Oh, I'll sign that. Where do you want it? On the tits? Oh, that's what he said." It's like Linda. I would love to meet Linda Blair though.
Oh, I would
I
too.
didn't. I didn't meet her at that con that I went to where I got that Romero signature just because her line was out the window. But yeah, she would be cool to meet.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man.
I'd be like, what did Rick James taste like? That's what I figured he tastes
Jeez,
like.
that's what
Thanks.
that's what you want to ask her, dude.
Absolutely. It's
Oh
like
man, it
he
was
was super freaky.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's I don't think do you ever see that one chick with the glasses back there with the short bangs, dude?
Let me see.
Well, we're still not even at the campfire stuff yet. It's still the daytime.
There's another kid there I don't recognize too with a baseball hat on. Yeah,
I'm
there's a
sorry.
few in
I'm
there.
sorry though, but like compared to the other trim here, Amy Steele is not it. You might like her as a final girl, but look at her, dude.
I don't know. I
She,
kind of think
she
she looks pretty good.
she looks like she's been picking strawberries and make sun tea, dude. She looks like an Amish lady gonna churn some
I think
butter.
she's good looking, dude. Honestly, I do.
I hear she doesn't tan or freckles just connect, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think she's very she needs a little I'm sorry. Look at the competition she's got on that
yeah.
we just saw that ace. We just saw that tight bod, dude.
Ginny and Terry. I mean, Terry is yeah. Vicky is probably. I don't know. I think Vicky's probably the third best. I think Amy's second.
Poor wheelchair guy can't skinny dip. Oh, he cracks me up, dude. The fact that this guy he still got game, dude, and he ain't got no legs.
Oh yeah.
Insane. She's all over him from the second.
Hmm.
Everybody here, I mean, I don't get I mean, I get it. she could be attracted to him. He could be a good looking guy. At the end of the day, his legs don't work. And she does ask him, so does it work? But he's like, I do all right or whatever. But she's been macking on him for a whole fucking, I don't know. It's just weird. And she's just really forward. Like, do you want to stay with me tonight?
Oh, she's all
Like,
horned up, dude. Absolutely.
I the whole time I feel bad for my boy Mark because I'm thinking you are just a kink to her. She just wants to bone a
So
quadriplegic dude.
why would you feel bad about that for Mark? Mark should be all about that. He should use that
So
to his advantage, dude. Like
so if you were this
Lieutenant
guy that
Dan, dude.
yeah, if you were Stumpy McGee and you'd be all right if a chick just wanted to be with you to fuck your stump, dude.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess you got to take what you can get, ever.
Exactly, man.
Is that how like little people feel when they do those like little people movies, dude?
I don't know.
They're probably the envy of the entire fucking Shire, dude.
Well, I mean,
The envy of the Shire.
Lieutenant Dan was pulling some, and he was I mean,
He was a war hero,
he
though.
didn't have legs. I mean,
Everybody gets a second chance. No. Mickey Mouse cameo. Disney has claimed this movie. Yeah.
yeah,
Rick James tastes like couch. Yeah. Yeah, I love Savage Streets is great.
yeah, I love that movie. Have we ever
And
done that
no,
commentary on that?
we've never done it. And
That'd be a good one.
what's her face? Why can't I spit it out?
Linda Blair, Linnea Quigley.
No, no, Linnea Quigley. She gets graped, right? In the school gymnasium, right? That's
Yeah,
a good
it's a great movie though.
let's see here. Wheelchair died of Rolaids.
Mm-hmm.
Did you in real life?
No, dude, that's a joke. Rolaids. Haven't you heard that joke?
I said it because I didn't want to say the actual word. I know it's
Oh,
a joke, but
yeah.
is that what you're? Is
He.
Blaine setting up the joke?
I don't know if that's how he died, but he was like a
Will
famous gay actor, I guess.
Oh, he was
Yeah,
gay,
yeah, yeah.
so it probably didn't work for her
That
down there. Is
that's
what?
why the whole like kissing scene was so uncomfortable.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
he couldn't fake it. He's an actor.
I don't know. I mean, I- that's what they were talking about in the documentary. They were also talking about the fact that like she's trying to smoke pot, but she's like a Catholic schoolgirl that's never done it, so she didn't know what to do.
But she's in a horror movie. It's like,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah, so let's look at this campfire scene. So we see the black kid. We see him again before they all hit the town. He
Yeah.
might even show up at the bar. Is it that guy on the far right? Who's that guy with like the dark hair on the far right? No,
Uh that's Mark, I
that's
believe is
no
no, Mark's
Mark's to the
there.
left.
Okay. I got Mark. Is that Vicky? Is that Vicky
Yeah.
next to him?
Yeah, that's her next to him.
Okay, then yeah, another girl with glasses that I haven't seen after this campfire scene. Maybe some of
Oh,
them just left.
Blaine says it's for real. He died of Rolaids. That's
Okay,
terrible.
that sucks, man.
Was he like an actor or like a gay actor? Was he like a movie
I
guy?
don't know. I don't know, but he was
Just
openly
part of that
something.
deuce scene, dude. That crazy
Yeah,
nightlife scene, and when the epidemic hit. That's too bad.
yeah.
Yeah, so we're getting some. I like the idea of the campfire
I
tale.
love this campfire tale, man. That's great.
It's kind of cool. I think it's an easy thing to do, but it's one of those tropes that works.
Yeah.
You give some expose, do a campfire tale like, oh, and they say she's still looking for her golden arm, like all that
Mhm.
kind of shit. This doesn't go too far for me. It's like I said, it's her later at the bar where she's just putting it all together, or like the floating numbers, like, oh, aren't you brilliant?
Then you got Ted that jumps out here, dude, with a spear.
Yeah, kiss my grits. Tom McBride played Mark, the guy in the wheelchair. Is that his name?
Yeah.
That's more appropriate than just calling him the gay guy in the wheelchair, I guess.
What else was
Rolade.
he in? Anything that I would know? I'm looking him up right now.
You're like, oh, I've heard of all of these, and it's all like gay porn
Um,
titles.
no, no, he's a bunch of TV series, soap opera, nothing.
He looks like a soap actor.
Yeah.
My mom would probably recognize him. My mom recognizes anybody that was in any soap,
I
even if they were like around for like a brief time. She's like, oh yeah, she knows what's his face. Who's that singer you love so much that we kept talking about? Richard Marx.
Speaking of Richard Marx, Beetlejuice, he does the Richard Marx song.
It was in the
It's
trailer too.
hysterical, dude.
Yeah, that part's funny,
Yeah, yeah.
but that was in the trailer, and that's a good part. But
I
I
love
wish there
Richard
was more of
Marx.
that.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Not Richard Marx. Uh, Jesse's girl. Who the hell am I thinking of? God, what is his name? Fucking Jesse's girl.
Jesse's
Rick
girl.
Springfield.
Yeah,
Rick
yeah.
Springfield was the guy that was on soaps back in the day, and he jumped directly from a popular soap to his music career, and he had, Jesse's girl and everything else, and it was a huge hit. And that guy's super old, and he looks great, man. That dude is not. He's defying age, man. Look how old Look up Rick Springfield and how old he is today, and look him up in 2025.
Speaking of
He's
soap,
always shirtless too, by the way, because he flaunts it.
I would too, if I had the physique. Speaking of soap operas, funny story. When I first started dating my wife, she was huge into soap operas. Young and the Restless. Oh, she
Weird.
watched it all the time, every day. We DVR or she DVR'd that all the time. Then she got me into it. And you first start dating, you watch the same stuff. We don't really watch the same stuff anymore because we've been married for whatever long time. But I don't know, I was getting into it, and guess who pops up out of nowhere? Eric Roberts
Oh yeah,
on
yeah.
Young and the
Eric,
Restless. And I'm like, holy shit, Eric Roberts.
he does everything.
And then so does Eddie Winslow. He pops in, and so does
Little
Richie,
Richie.
little Richie. Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
in these soaps, man.
I'm telling you, man. So my wife is Latin, and I was watching. I don't know if it was Telemundo, but it was some Telemundo bullshit. And I was watching a telenovela, like
Well, those are always some pretty good looking women on that too.
the Spanish soap
Yeah,
operas,
yeah.
and those are like a different flavor to them. They're like extra.
More risque,
Anyway,
yeah.
huh?
More
Yeah,
risque.
and just different spice and different like tropes they do. But Eric Roberts showed up in one of those.
Mm.
I was sitting there watching it, not understanding a single thing, and then he shows up and he's speaking English. He's like an American guy. He shows up and it's fucking Eric Roberts. It's really wild.
Here we got Amy Steele.
Wonder why she doesn't get topless. Is it because there's nothing going on there? Yeah, dude, she's like the least attractive.
I don't know.
Boner killer.
I Girl Next Door, man, I think she's cute, but that's just my opinion.
Trash next door, dude.
What's wrong with that? The trailer park next door? Hey,
I used to work with this guy. Hold on. I used to work with I've mentioned him deep in the past somewhere on these shows in the archives. His name was Jason Ice.
oh yeah, that's the Ice Man. Yeah, yeah, I think you said
And
that.
he was
Yeah.
called Iceman, and his name's Jason Ice, the biggest redneck you've ever seen. He looked totally inbred, like legit. He wore like a Ronnie Van Zant fucking jacket with frills, and he had a fucking cowboy hat with a Ronnie Van Zant feather in it.
Mhm.
And he wore like Confederate flag t-shirts over the fucking top. Anyway, and he always had chew skull in his fucking mouth, and he talked like this, and he literally quoted, what is it, Toby Keith? He's like, he was talking about some chick that looked like a total lot lizard when we're out smoking. I wasn't smoking, but outside and they were smoking. He's like, I don't know, I like my women a little bit on the trashy side. like you fucking would.
That's a great song too.
Is that Toby Keith?
I like.
Who sings that? I don't know who that is.
Let me look it up. Keep talking.
What? I'm like, you would have to get him super trashy Ice. Nobody's going home with you.
Confederate Railroad did.
Oh, it's not even like it's a group, of band.
Yeah.
But he literally quoted the song and he was dead serious, and he's probably spit his chew. Like, God, disgusting, man. Anyway, Rick Springfield, thanks Silhouette. Rick Springfield, sorry,
Thanks,
in a crappy
Silhouette.
90s action show called Human Target. It was remade in 2010 with a different actor. Lee Majors was also in an episode. Huh, yeah, I never heard of that. But yeah, Rick Springfield, he's ageless, man. Yeah, the doggo gets me every time, Silhouette. I love at the end when Muffin, I love Muffin's part of the fake out.
Oh
The
yeah.
final scare,
Mhm.
where it's like at the door. It's like, oh, Muffin knew when to pop in for that fake out final scare. He knocked on the door, and I love how like the music just changes when Muffin comes in. It sounds like you're watching fucking Little House on the Prairie. It's so like happy and uplifting. And of course, Jason comes out of the window or whatever. I feel like Muffin was in on it with Jason. He's like, okay, I'm gonna set him up for you.
That's also my favorite Jason too, because it's the backwoods redneck Jason with like nappy beard or whatever, and just
Yeah, no, he looks cool. It's
yeah,
half baked, like I said, it's not the Jason that became refined, and I think it's probably for the best
the
that he
white
became
trash
what.
Jason. I like that dude.
Yeah, it's for the best that he became what he became. He wouldn't be iconic if he didn't get the mask and all that stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah, I love this Jason, but that's also just because I think it's just because of being a contrarian because it's the standout. It's just you know I don't know. It's cool. I love him with a potato
I
sack
do
too.
too, man. I kind of wish that they would have kept that for a few more movies. I mean, I know the mask is iconic and everything, but just the potato sack, it's of course it was a ripoff of what Town Dreaded Sundown, that film or
Yeah, it
whatever,
looks just like it.
but I mean it's just cool, dude, with the
It's
one
it's
eye.
it's generic, but
Yeah,
it looks really really neat.
yeah.
Well, look at her ass, dude. God, right there walking through there, man.
Mm.
Jeez Louise, have mercy,
You talking about
Jesse
you
Gonzopoulos.
talking about Ginny there? Or are you talking
Yeah,
about?
she was. No, I was talking about whatever her name is. Tight bod.
Oh, you're talking Terry
Oh, Terry. That's what I meant. Yeah, Terry.
or that dog
Look at
or
Muffin, dude.
Muffin, dude, with the muff.
Muffin's got it on going on, dude.
Muffin's muff.
I love Muffin, dude, because Muffin reminds me. My dog is a Maltese, but he's got a little bit of Shih Tzu in him, and Muffin's clearly a Shih Tzu. And but I just love small dogs, dude. I just want to cuddle her.
I love how they cut to the hot dog scene right after Muffin goes up to Jason, dude. You see that?
Yeah, well, and they fake you out because, like I said, Muffin goes up to Jason, and then next thing we see is a dead Muffin or what we think is Muffin. But
Yeah.
by the way, I get it. They kind of set it up when he's telling like campfire tale, or maybe is it campfire tales, or is it when she's giving her psycho babble at the bar where she's like, he probably survives on critters in the wood. Like, thanks for all that fucking
Mm,
insight. So, but why do we see another Shih Tzu dog mangled?
I don't know. I mean,
What are the
yeah,
odds?
there's the zero, dude. No, I agree with that.
Just to fake you out of Muffin,
Yeah.
just to hit you hard when Muffin comes back. In fact, I kind of like how Muffin comes back because I don't want to see dogs go, but it was really powerful when you saw a dead Muffin, when you thought it was Muffin,
Oh yeah, you're like, oh,
but it's still powerful because it's still a dog, dude. It's just ripped to shreds, and it's Muffin's twin. So I think that's a bit of a cheap gag, to be honest with
now
you.
we don't know if
Unless,
Paul survived, but at least Muffin survived.
I mean, how do we know? Jason wasn't dead, right?
Yeah, that's true. Well, Amy still survived somehow, so or Ginny
Because how does it go? So she stabs him, then he breaks through the glass after Muffin, and then she just kind of blacks out, and then she
wakes
wakes
up
up, and
on the
then
yeah
she's getting
stretcher.
gurneyed away, but then Jason's gone. Do
Yep.
they show Muffin when she's getting gurneyed away?
No, I don't think
So
so.
maybe Jason probably fucking ate Muffin.
Could have.
So why didn't or why where did Jason take Paul? Or is it we don't know, maybe
We
Paul's
don't know.
alive and
That's the whole thing. You
Paul
don't know
Paul
what
could have
happened to
gotten pulled
Paul.
aside and they were just questioning him. We didn't see him, you know.
It,
And what
it leaves you
sorry.
wanting to leaves you wanting more, which I like. Oh, what happened to Paul? What happened to Paul?
What happened to his shrine to his mom after Amy Steele wakes up or whatever? It's just like some because they go back and they show it's there. I don't know. I mean, they do away with that because there's no shrine or nothing like that in the third movie,
People in the
right? Don't they?
chat, where do you put two? Number two. Do you like it as much as I do, or no?
I like how fast it goes by. I think it's just it's a super quick watch. I'm really impressed with this 4K transfer. Like
Oh, well,
it
wait till
looks
you
really
actually
good.
see it, not compressed to shit.
Well, I might have to get it. Did they ever release the a la carte one?
I think they might have. I don't know.
Does the original one on 4K look this good? The Paramount? Because I have that and I just haven't watched it.
What do you mean?
Does the original 4K, the movie, the original Friday 13th movie with Pamela?
It doesn't look as good because there's not enough daytime scenes.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, it looks good, but I mean, this looks great compared to that, I think.
So Silhouette says this movie is fucking boring more than I remember.
Boring.
He says it's bottom tier.
Wow.
Blaine says it's top five, but I don't think that's saying too much because
Wow.
that's
Okay.
like the top half of the Jason movies. Man, it's pretty good.
Maybe I'm just old school, man. I like the old school Jason.
Silhouette, it's giving him a headache, Todd. This is a terrible idea to do part two. Nobody likes it. I
Oh
like
my
two.
god, dude.
I think it just
2's
stands.
my favorite, man. 2's my
I
favorite.
like the ones that stand apart because I've always felt the Jason movies start kind of blending together a bit. And that's why I think I have a little bit more of an affinity for five because it's a little different. You got the Roy, it's something different. And but then I don't know. But then I think by that logic, look at the dead muffin, the fake muffin, the MacGuffin. Holy
Oh,
shit.
man.
Oh,
Yeah,
isn't that funny? It
mangled,
really
dude.
is. But you by that logic, I should like Jason Takes Manhattan, and I don't
I love Jason Takes Manhattan. That's
because it's
one we
something
do need to
different.
do commentary for next Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I would do it, but I mean, like, I think it the poster and the screenshots of him in quote unquote Vancouver, Manhattan, all make you remember it being better, and then you watch it like, oh, it's not. Oh, it's just boring, dude.
Oh, I don't think it's boring at all, dude. It's
It takes too long. I mean, I like it when he kicks the boombox, but I can watch that in a GIF, dude.
I
Watch those
love
kids
Jason
going around
on a yacht, a boat, dude. That's freaking cool, dude.
in a lake that just is connected to the ocean, the Atlantic.
Yes. Yes. I like it's stupid as it is. Yeah, I like that, man.
But I guess I'm not giving it enough credit because the Jason movies actually do change it up quite a bit. Because then Jason Goes to Hell is something completely different. But that again, that movie's not great. Jason X is something completely different.
Part 7's completely different too.
So I don't know why I think they kind of blur together. But there's aspects about 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 that kind of blur together. Maybe it's like little kills here and there and characters and stuff. I'm like, I can't remember.
What's your take on Part 7? Do you like that movie
The
or
one that's like for kids, the Disney one, the one that's like got no violence.
I don't think it's got pretty good violence. I know it was cut to
But
shit, but
that's the MPAA one. That's the one that,
it's the one where she's you know,
yeah, it's Alice Cooper, right? Man Behind the Mask and
no, that's
stuff.
part 6.
Oh, that part 6?
Yeah.
But seven's the one where it's pussified, right? That's see, I get 6 and 7 mixed up. But
7
seven's
is
the
the main girl is controlling Jason with her mind or something like
oh, the
that, or
psychic chick.
psychic. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
which one is butchered? Like, all the stuff is edited out
That's
because they
7.
yeah, it hurts it.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I mean,
That's
it's
the
not a great script, but I mean, the actual like violence and everything, if it was uncut, it would be awesome, man.
I
It'd be
like how the
great.
first 2 people Jason kills are fucking senior citizens. He
Yeah.
kills a couple of grandpas.
Yeah, he kills old man Marley, then he kills the cop. So
This guy reminds me of my dad's dad, my grandpa, but not as tall.
I guess that the guy didn't even get a his he didn't even get a name for his role in the film. It was just the cop. And
Oh, really?
he didn't get his actual name for who he was until the actual novelization came out, which I found
Doesn't.
interesting.
Yeah, so a guy like this probably could do cons, but like, hey, I'm the cop.
Oh, he
I'm
would.
I'm cop,
Even the woman that was walking as Jason in part, like early in part 2 here,
and that's kind of grasping.
she could probably sign some autographs and
Oh,
make
if
money,
Tony
dude.
Moran can fucking make a fucking poor
Yeah,
career out of hitting these cons, like, I'm Michael Myers, I'm the first Michael Myers.
yeah.
I kind of like literally you got lucky. They needed somebody to fill it in for a scene, and we needed a face, and you know,
I actually like the fact they killed off the cop pretty early.
yeah.
I don't know. It just
Because he happens to stumble across this very obvious fucking shanty in the woods that
yeah.
anybody can find.
It's I'd love to have that house, dude.
So did this used to
I'd
be a
live in that
bunkhouse, like an
house.
old like is this an old camper? Like it has to be. Like Jason didn't build this shit.
Mm,
Is it like
he
a
built it.
utility? Huh?
He built this
Why do you think that?
because I'll look at it, dude. I mean, there's like every wall's a different piece of metal, dude, and different piece of
Yeah, but
wood, dude.
where did he learn about this?
I don't know, man. He's
Did
a
he must have picked up a TV when he went into went into town, like many times he goes into town. It begs the question, how often did Jason hit the fucking city, hit the streets? If he went there to kill final girl number 1, first of all, how did he find her? He first of all, he's touched in the head.
yeah.
And we're just to assume he grew up in the woods
Hey,
and
he's
he's
a
never seen the
mongoloid,
outside.
yeah.
But how is he able to, like, Bruce Wayne, Batman, find out where someone lives, go into a city? He probably doesn't know anything about direction, for God's sakes. I mean, did he drive? Like, how far did he walk? I don't understand. It's just so many
He
questions.
walks fast. We all know that. But no, he probably saw like the bunkhouses and everything from the camps, and he's like, "Okay, this is how you make it." Yeah, that's a cool death right
Yeah,
there.
I think he undersold oh my god. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like if I saw a fucking shrine, a fucking dead head and all kinds of shit, I'd be like, I'd either be speechless or I'd be like yelling something like, "What in the shit?" My
Yeah,
favorite
I'd be
death is
taken back.
Mark, dude. My favorite death is
It's
Mark
one
when
of
he
the
goes
best
through.
deaths. Probably it could be the best death of any Friday
It,
the 13th, man.
I love the sound of the thwack, like the sound
The
effect they use of
machete
that.
to the face and then
It,
falling down. Yeah,
it's the look at her. There's her chick, man. See, nobody wears bras in these movies. They were
it's
outlawed
the
back in the
'80s.
early days.
Yeah, that's why we need to go back to the '80s, man.
They didn't wear bras,
They had
but
the
they all
best
had
music.
bush. But they had bush,
They had the best movies in the '80s.
We got look,
Everything's great.
If I was Dr. Sam Beckett and I could go back to the early 80s, I'd have to bring some clippers and start the revolution early with that. But as far as
I could
that,
look past that. Yeah,
at least but you can't like taste past it. You're gonna pick at hairs. Look, you gotta like landing strips. At least. Landing strips is more 90s. Early
yeah, that
90s and stuff
was
like that.
early '90s. Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's fine, but like just God, just an actual fur pie, dude. As Dice always puts it, fur pie. Like that sounds disgusting. A big muff, dude. I can't. Or
Who
like not even a
cares,
big muff,
dude?
the big beaver where it's like all over the like just people that had no come on, man. You gotta be able to find the fucking thing. It's-
Beaver on beaver action.
anyway, hold on. Hey, thanks, Silhouette. Fun question for y'all. Worst TV edit of an R-rated film. For me, it's the TV edit of Baby Boy on BET, destroying Ving Rhames' whole rant scene. I've never seen Baby Boy, but that's the John Singleton movie, right? With Tyrese, right? Uh what is the
It's
worst
probably Die
TV?
Hard, dude. I mean,
Die
yippee
Hard 2?
yippee ki Mr. Falcon. I mean, there's
That one's famous. Why'd they butcher that so
they
bad?
it was well, yeah, the MF in that they pretty much butchered it all when it came to the their curse words. But I mean, for the actual violence, that's a good question for the actual violence.
Yeah, I don't know. Remember, but who actually was responsible for those dubs in like Die Hard 2? Sometimes these movies, these actors would re-record, they would record stuff for TV back then. They record new dubs for TV
Yep.
for the eventual TV. So I can't recall, was that actually Bruce Willis saying "Yippee Mr. Falcon"? They didn't say.
I
I don't
don't
think it
I
was
don't
him.
I don't think it was him.
I
No.
doubt that was him punching that shit in.
Yeah.
And they would do that for songs. Remember, they would always like release like "Bury My Nose and Spit," dude.
Oh yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
radio
Mhm.
version is very and what is the God? There's another example. I want to say it's like a oh, it's Corn. Corn. Their single Adidas.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
So and the radio version of Adidas was, all day I think about sex, all day I think about fucking, right? And he goes, I think about humping. It's like this weird like punch in hump. And it sounds so funny, dude.
It's like the Kmart
Oh yeah, the Kmart. See, we all got duped.
CDs.
We all got duped by the Kmart.
Well,
You
because
know,
growing up, you didn't know it was parental advisory or not. You
we're
just
missing the
bought it.
bet. We're
Oh,
missing the best serious plot development here.
yeah.
Yeah, she looks like she's a.
That caboose.
She looks like she's a swimmer or something, right? Like the diving team, or she's like
She
some kind of.
she's her vitamins.
I mean, she's got a pasty ass, dude. They all do. They got the farmer's tan.
What's wrong with that? I like that.
I'm just saying it's funny they always have those in those movies.
Arm wrestling match. Here we go.
Oh, you can't beat the cripple because then you get to brag about beating a cripple. But then again, he's got to make up for that
All his
strength.
strength. Absolutely. He's
All
probably
his
doing that
strength.
all the time, dude. Playing arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Did you ever play leg wrestling growing up, dude? I remember doing that in like elementary school
Is that like the wrestling thing where you like lock and you're like, what is that? What
with
is
your
that?
legs, and then if you like roll over onto your hip, you lose. It's pretty much the same as arm wrestling, but it's leg wrestling. We used to do that shit too.
Never even thought about it.
Really?
No. Let's see here. Google says edited for TV dubs are usually produced by a combination of parties, including the original filmmakers, television network, or distributor, and sometimes specialized dubbing studios. And I know there's sometimes voice actors who can emulate actors' voices. They'll get hired to. There's been voice actors who have been like, oh yeah, I'll emulate this guy, and oh, you know who I heard it from?
Hmm.
Gosh, what is it? Who? Dave Coulier. Dave Coulier, he was
Cut
on
it out.
no, yeah, Dave I don't know if it's Oprah, but he's on, you can find the clips on YouTube. But he says, yeah, he used to get work doing overdubs that celebrities didn't want to do. They didn't want to come back and do the ADR
That'd be
for
an
him.
awesome job, man.
And he said, he's like, yeah, I used to do Richard Pryor.
Oh, really?
He's like, yeah, Richard Pryor didn't want to come back and do, not like for TV, but
Yeah,
just you have to
yeah.
always kind of, he had to go back and do dubs and stuff sometimes. And he didn't want to go back and do his own dub, so they would hire me, and he did it like on Oprah. He's like, he's talking like Todd Glad Richard Pryor. He did like the black, like holy shit. And
That'd
it's
be a
just really
cool
funny.
job though, just to come back and do fake impressions, dude. That'd be great.
Die, you blackguard. A TV edit of RoboCop. I don't know if I've ever watched the TV edit of RoboCop. That
I
sounds
don't
like a
know.
sin. What is there any enjoyment in watching the TV edit of RoboCop? It's like everything that's good would be gone.
I always forget this guy's name that steals her clothes, and he just wants to get a quick peek of her.
Yeah, and she's awfully, and everybody acts like they know each other so well.
Yeah,
Like,
after one
like they,
day, dude.
yeah, they've been together, and they're talking like they're old friends. Like, oh, you rascal! But if you do that again, dude, you would get smacked in the face. First of all, I like the cop when he was like, "That's it, you're not gonna do anything, not even reprimand him." Like, you're fucking taking this fucking camp counselor shit a little seriously, aren't you?
Exactly.
It's so funny. Like, look, first of all, the cops talking to him. What's his name? What's the main counselor leader, the blondie
Paul.
guy? Paul's the main guy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right, Paul. So
Isn't it Paul? It's
yeah, you're
Paul.
right. It's Paul. It's Paul. Why is that cop bestowing such authority upon Paul? If I was one of these horny teens working for Paul, I'd be like, you better not fucking reprimand me. You're fucking wearing 3-inch shorts and your fucking Ranger Joe outfit. Like, what the fuck is this?
I
Yeah, dude, she's definitely the best. Sad she had to go.
go.
Sad she had to go.
She didn't die.
She
Her.
doesn't die?
Her.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
she
doesn't die?
dies. She dies in this, but she dies off screen.
Yeah, but she doesn't show up anymore. She's
No,
gone.
yeah, she's gone. She's gone after he gets his throat
And
slit
and
here.
you're right. Do they even show her body
Yeah, they show it in
in the
the
shrine?
in the
The
shrine.
shrine.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's see. Jason, did you think he probably all these people that are like touched in the head in these movies? First of all, why does Jason always cut people with the other side, the blunt side of
yeah.
the blade?
And that's what they talked about in the like everybody talks about that. How he
He
cut him.
whacks
Yeah,
he whacks Mark in the
yeah.
face. It's the blunt side in
It's
there. It's
they
like
probably didn't have the money to get
a fake
a
knife.
fake knife. I don't know, but
but but even still, when he whacks Mark in the face with the blunt side, even when like the prosthetic is in his face and it's an effect, it's still the blunt side. Like, don't fix it at that point. I don't know. They were dedicated to it. Like, okay, we're sticking with the blunt side
yeah,
here.
they're probably like, oh, I don't have the money for that shit. So they won't know any different. I mean,
How expensive could it be to get a fake knife
I don't
though?
know, man. I mean, they
You'd
didn't
think it
know
wouldn't
this
be
this
hard at
would be
all.
in 4K. I mean, they didn't know that shit back then.
Yeah, so that's the last we see of her, is they're just screaming.
Hmm.
And it's cool how they kind of do the Pamela thing again. It's like all first person, and we don't really see him. I mean, it doesn't take that long to see him. I think we're going to see him fairly soon, right? Isn't it? I always forget her. What's the little hippie girl's name? The puts a sprays her cooch.
You're thinking of
They're the
Vicky. Vicky.
Vicky's. They're the first people to actually see him,
Yeah.
where he's like the bag on his head and stuff like that. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. It's like layers because it takes a while to actually see him, and then when you do see him, it's just him with the bag, and then later on at the end, you get to see him without the mask. It's pretty cool. I like his reveal in this better than him jumping out of the lake in the first movie. I like it better than pretty much any movie where they show his face. Always towards the end.
Yeah. The lake effect in the first one I thought it's iconic, but the one in this one, I think the actual look of him, I think is pretty freaking cool.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, Fred Jones, the mystery gang. He does give me those vibes. What were you saying though? It's like, gosh, she has abs. Nice. Wait, is she an adult? LOL. Uh, she shows too much skin not to be an adult in this. But let me tell you, it wouldn't surprise me with some of these '80s movies. They were weird with the way they casted, man.
Really?
Well, they did it the other way around. Like I don't think they casted a kid, but they used to always cast adults portraying kids, which is
Oh, that's
weird.
true. Yeah, yeah,
Like these are all like teenagers, dude.
yeah.
These are like, well, no, they're drinking beer. I guess they're not. Are they supposed? They're adults, huh? They're at a bar.
Let me look here
I
real
bet you it
quick.
was easier to fucking get in and not get carded back in the day before they started cracking down on that hardcore. But I hate this scene. I don't know why you like this. I
21.
think
She's 21 in this.
so. They're probably all like college age.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because nobody had any. I mean, there was a few people that didn't want to go out, which is kind of odd. No, I'll just stay behind. Like, why?
The funny thing, I was watching the documentary today, and Paul, the character, the John, his name's John Fury, which is crazy. Paul,
John Fury.
yes, John Fury.
Wow, we know a John Fury.
And he was saying that Amy Steele was sleeping with every cast member and crew member, and
Really?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Does he
Funny,
come off
dude.
like a Dustin Diamond type that would just talk shit and make up
No,
lies?
he was saying in a joking manner. He was like, "Yeah, she was hooking up with everybody." It's
She looks
funny,
like the
dude.
God. She just looks like such a fucking hood rat, dude.
Really?
I think she does. She looks like just white trash that probably fucks her dad and her cousins, and she's used to just like white, going through the whole trailer park, dude. So it doesn't surprise me.
Well,
What did she do? Cons, dude? Is she alive? Amy Steele?
yeah, she does cons, dude.
Yeah. Have you ever met her?
I don't know, but I was hoping to get an interview with her sometime, but not anymore.
Well, she doesn't mean she has to watch this. Like, hey, we did a commentary for part. We'll just make this.
I heard you
But
say I was a white trash.
look. Whenever you want to like lock in Amy Steele, we'll just make this video private. And when we're done with the interview, we put it. Make it public again. I don't know. I just look. Okay, so like you like Amy Steele, so you
I'd
meet
love
her
to
at a
meet Amy
con.
Steele. Yeah.
You meet her at a con, knowing what Paul said about her. She wants to make you. She wants to, treat you to a little, action.
She's
But
20,
Paul,
20 years old. I'm sure everybody wanted action when they're 20 years old,
hold
dude.
on. But I'm saying now that Paul said she's been with everybody. If she's been with everybody on this fucking set, it didn't stop there. Just this movie, she's probably ran through fucking, everything. So would you hit it?
No.
Hypothetically. 60, is she like 70? How old is she?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't hit Bonnie Blue either, whatever the fuck her name is, dude.
Isn't it sad that these people
It's
like Bonnie
sick,
Blue are
dude.
dude, they're getting like, who knows if it's even true? Is it even true? It's
I'm
so
sure it's true, dude. It's
going
gotta
for the
be.
why are these OnlyFans chicks they're getting coverage on like USA
It's
Today.
ridiculous.
They're getting like mainstream because that's all because mainstream media, mainstream news has nothing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're gonna start like it blows me away. But anyway,
Yeah. The fact that you're doing that for money is like that. I mean, that's man, people are ridiculous. They
and
do anything for money, dude.
they had the other one that is really big that even Joe Rogan everybody's taught, the Sophie Rain one, because she's
Which
everywhere
one's
because
that?
she's the girl that made like fucking $80 million last year on OnlyFans. Like that's and she was like, and then she was like coming out yesterday throwing stones at Bonnie Blue. Basically, it used to be at women's rights, and now like I don't. She was like showing her paychecks and how much she made. Like she made like fucking 80 million on OnlyFans. And it's like, and I didn't have to fuck like 3,000 guys in a day. I'm like, all right, pot kettle, this is fucking stupid. You guys are all sluts.
Yeah,
Jeez
I don't.
Louise.
I've never been on OnlyFans, so I don't even know that shit.
But you know
But
who Bonnie Blue is?
yeah, no, well, 'cause she's all over Twitter, dude.
So is Sophie Rain.
I
Sophie Rain made
if I saw a photo of her, I'd probably know. Should I
I've never been
Google
on
her?
fucking OnlyFans in my life, but sometimes I've never watched a Mia Khalifa porn, but I know who she is because some of these people get so fucking big and they're everywhere. and Mia
Mhm.
Khalifa was like a sports commentator and all kinds of
No,
shit.
I've never seen Sophie Range. I just see Bonnie Blue on the
And Joe Rogan
Twitter.
was talking about Sophie. Yeah, she was all over the news because she literally is the high. She's the highest earning OnlyFans like ever.
Really?
And I don't get it. Yeah, she's cute, I guess, but how did she make fucking like 80 mil in a
Crazy.
year? It's wild. We're in the wrong fucking careers, my friend, and we're the wrong genders.
Well, we're born with male genitalia. Speaking of
Sucks.
genitalia, I mean, we got who do
Oh
we
yeah,
got
this whole
here?
scene.
We got Vicky here.
Mhm.
Um,
She's cleaning up, dude. She's gonna pull out them brown panties, them shit brown draws, dude. I always suspected anybody that wears draws that color is trying to hide a problem with skin marks, dude.
I
You
would,
never.
wouldn't you?
I don't have that problem. I don't wear underwear. Remember,
Oh, that's true.
I don't wear
We
any
went we
underwear.
went over this before, haven't we?
Yeah, I don't have to worry about it.
But if you did, brown would be your color.
No, look
Black?
at that. A prawn addict. You wear no, dude. I'm not. I'm telling you, like you can't get away from these fucking people. These fucking people have like pierced the mainstream. Some of these people. It's nuts. Sticky Vicky, dude.
That,
That's
that
pretty
that'd be a
good.
great name, man. Sticky Vicky.
Dude, you know what? You know what Sticky reminds me of? And
What?
I know this is kind of weird, but you guys ever watch like the original Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh from like the 70s when Winnie the Pooh would eat the honey, dude? It looked like jizz, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just like
yeah,
it comes
yeah,
out like out of the
yeah,
honey pot and it's all in his mat. And like that shit looks
yeah.
like the consistency of fucking cum. It's just I've never seen any honey that ran like that. Honey's thick. And that shit was like the consistency of jizz, dude. It's so funny. But yeah, Silhouette knows what I'm talking about, but I don't,
Yeah, but that never really crossed my mind, honestly.
Timmy's like, he's like, he's like, I love the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh. He's like, Silhouette, dude. He's like, yes, God, that honey looked good.
God, I'm not into that honey
No,
pot.
no, it's like when when he go in the honey tree segment, um, when he goes to Rabbit's house and he's like, "How about lunch?" And he just goes there to mooch off lunch and she feeds him honey. And then when he's leaving, he's like, "Goodbye, Rabbit." It's all over his fucking body. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, "I must be going now." And he shakes Rabbit's hand with the honey, and Rabbit's like this, like
I do remember that. Yes.
but it's like it's like fucking like what a yeah, it's gross. Uh,
Oh, poor Mark.
I
Poor Mark's gonna
he's
get a machete to the face here in a second.
I like how Jason is not a puss and he doesn't care. I like how he doesn't. It's not like Michael Myers in the David Gordon Green trilogy where he doesn't kill the baby.
It's funny because I still consider this my favorite, but I love part one. I love part four. Part four is great too. Of course, with Crispin Glover,
I don't
Corey
have the sound up,
Feldman.
but I want to hear this thwack, dude.
Yeah,
It's just
let's hear it.
it's. I'm not turning it up, but it's the sound effect that does it. It's everything.
I'm
It
turning
may
it up.
it makes you feel it, dude. I don't even know. I don't even know if that's the sound it would make, but
That was a
he's
Jason
really.
stuntman, I believe, too. That was sitting in the chair.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
when
like
he's going down the stairs.
okay.
Oh,
Well, he would have fell out of that damn chair, dude.
oh,
Look at that. I like that zoom in. That is pretty cool.
I think they're on a rail or something. Speaking of
But
rail,
isn't it
she was just
funny
on a
though?
rail.
But what's funny though is as much as these films are known for nudity and they show TNA, they don't show the actual sex.
No, not really.
Yeah, like look, it's done. We see the scene and they've just had sex.
Well, I
We don't
mean,
see
it's
anything.
the early '80s. I mean, how much can they actually show without? I mean, the violence is the stuff they want to get away with. I mean, of
You
course.
see more you see more sex in Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, dude. Like the 5 minute like
Well,
slow
that
ass
was
shots.
'90s, man.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. Jason throws the mask away here, and he grabs a spear, and he's gonna take out his aggression.
He just needs to bust one, dude. He's all pent up.
Now I'm sure he is, man. It's been how many years now? Mommy died 5 years ago, so
Yeah, no one else is there to give it to him. His mom died, dude.
Which Pamela
What?
Voorhees, I mean, she's an awesome
Which
antagonist
by
in the first one. I love her in the first
w-
one.
let me at you probably know better than me, but so you can tell, and I know why Savini probably thought this idea was terrible because it does raise too many questions. But my question is, so if the first one existed by itself, fine, makes total sense. I get it, right? Her kid died, she was like the cook, and she's getting revenge. Great. But since they retconned that and it turned out Jason was alive the whole time, why and he even saw, I mean, it gets put together for us. Jason witnessed his mom get the head cut off and he's seeking revenge. Why was Jason hiding from his mom all those years? Why didn't he come out and be like, "Mom"?
I think he could
You
have
know,
been doing some of the murders too in the first one.
you think so?
He could have been, honestly.
But I think you're feeling they didn't think that through. They weren't. I don't think so.
I don't
Because
know. I
she,
mean, there's so many ways you can. I don't know.
why didn't he? Why wouldn't he expose herself to his mom? Expose himself,
Watch your
mom.
mouth.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't want us exposing ourselves. But seriously, like, why wouldn't what is their justification of that? That he's mentally handicapped, and he's wandering lost in the woods for fucking 20 years or whatever.
It really doesn't make sense. No, I totally understand where you're coming from
But
there.
he's but he's smart enough to go into the city, however many miles that is, to find and track down somebody. I mean, it makes
It's all a cash grab. Honestly, it is.
yeah.
They just wanted. I mean, they had Jason. The first one was a hit. They had Jason. They were like, okay, well, what can we do with this to make Jason, the killer? And the actual script was called Jason when it first
Oh,
came out. It
really?
wasn't Friday the
They just call it.
13th Part Two. It was called Jason. So
What do you think of? Well, I guess I know the answer because you absolutely hate the movie. I was going to ask you, what do you think about the actress that got to play Pamela in Freddy vs. Jason?
let's not talk about Freddy versus Jason. I think it's
You know,
shitty.
you know, you know who I always felt they should have cast as Pam Voorhees in a remake?
Who?
Beverly on Roseanne. Roseanne's mom.
Yeah,
Bev, dude.
Bev
I
would be
think she's
great.
she's so fucking funny on that show, dude. But she's got like she's already got like the haircut, you know.
Hmm. I actually know
Anyway,
somebody who looks like Pamela Voorhees, and I think she would be perfect for the role, but she's not an
in real life.
actress. Yes, yes. So I'm not gonna.
Oh, who is it?
Nah, I'm not gonna talk about that. Okay,
Is a
so
it's a relative. It's like somebody
yeah,
else.
so yeah,
Somebody in the tree.
yeah,
That's
somebody in the
funny.
tree. So Vicky just got slit
I'm gonna
in her
guess it's
life.
not your side of the tree because I felt
No,
like I would
no, 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 no.
because I would have heard about this by
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, it's not like an insult. I mean, she's a
No,
regular looking
no.
older woman. Yeah. It's not like, hey, I got the perfect guy for fucking deformed
Hey,
Jason.
Betsy Palmer in her day. I mean, she looked great in her day. Let's just say that. But yeah.
Was
Um,
she what was she in when she was young?
who? Betsy?
Pamela. Yeah.
She was in.
Because wasn't she like a real established
Oh
actor?
yeah,
When
yeah.
she like a Donald Loomis type? Like it's like not
Yeah,
Donald Pleasance is what I meant.
yeah. A bunch of shit that we never seen in the 50s and a bunch of TV stuff.
Let's see. If Jason was smart, he should have pawned Mark's wheelchair while he was asleep, and Mark would starve to death in his bed. Well, there's no fun in that. But it's like as if nobody would. Well, I guess that if he killed everybody else, I couldn't come and save Mark. I guess uh, uh, he should have threw him off a cliff like that kid in Mac and Me, dude.
Oh yeah, that was funny, man.
Let's see. You want penetration and cream in the '80s? Your only option was hentai.
Isn't it crazy that the 80s was how many years ago now? That was like what 50 years ago.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you saw his clip. I sent Todd this clip of this on Instagram. This rapping granny. Did you not see? You probably didn't see it, but it was this like thug white granny that was raised in the hood, like adopted, and
Yeah,
she's like street and she's like rapping, dude. Actually, some of her bars go kind of hard, and people are like, like the caption, whoever stole the video,
yeah.
like, man, fucking granny got bars, and she's only 49, dude. I'm like, and she does kind of look like a grandma, but like 49 for fuck's
God,
sake.
I hope I'm not a granny or grandpa at
I mean,
49, dude.
it's kind of depressing.
Yeah.
It's like, are we getting that old? It's like
Oh, shit. I
I
might be. I
don't think.
mean,
Well, that's 9 years away for you. You
my
technically
kid will
could
be
be.
what, 17?
Well, technically, I'm saying technically you could be a 49 is old enough to be a grandmother,
Yeah, yeah,
technically.
yeah.
But I don't think you should
My
like
kids
be.
better not be having kids until they're in their 30s, dude. At least.
God, dude, at least you got boys though.
Yeah, 2
I've got a.
boys, yeah.
That's a little bit. I mean, it's still a fucking problem, but let's just say it's a little bit more less of a problem for them.
Well, I don't have to pay for weddings though. I mean,
I ain't paying for fucking weddings either.
and you're gonna be paying for weddings here in the next.
Fuck,
Yes,
fuck
you
that.
are. Yes,
No,
you
I'm not.
are.
Who paid for mine?
It doesn't matter. It's a
Anybody
girl,
pay for
dude.
mine?
Dude, once you have the girl, you're gonna be paying
Okay, so
every
why did I pay for my wife's wedding?
you, dude. Once you have a girl, it's game
Okay,
over.
why did my father-in-law not pay for my wife's wedding?
I have no idea why he didn't, but you're going
And
to.
he's got money.
He doesn't like you.
Never fucking met him.
Okay. Okay.
He's kind of like he's like out of the picture into the picture,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's just
Isn't it
like
crazy how all the boomers are like, their kids like because my family, it's like they don't give a shit about my kids, you know. Like
what do you mean?
like my dad, like he doesn't care about his grandkids, and my stepdad doesn't care about his grandkids. So it's weird how like the generations are different. Because once I have grandkids, I'm gonna be all up in their lives, man. It's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I think it's the generations, man. Because
Because well, our parents were the boomers,
yeah,
and my Grammy, she loves us.
yeah,
She's all about her grandkids. And my mom, I just think she's been there, done that 10 fucking times, and she doesn't like, I don't really know how. I don't think no one's really talking about my kid coming. Let's just say that. Nobody's fucking talking about it.
well, I'm excited.
Well, I mean, I am too. We're excited.
Oh, I know
But
you are,
like
but I'm just
my
saying
mom's
outside
not
the.
really talking about it. Like it's literally gonna live with you under this roof. It's so funny. And but yeah, we're sorry. He had to give us a tip to let
Yeah,
us know we're
okay.
missing
I'm
potato
sorry.
sack
I'm
Jason.
sorry.
We're talking about real life shit.
Well,
Sorry. This is a great ending. But I don't see how why do people think Amy's still such a great final girl? I think she's undercooked. She doesn't do anything. She shows up late. She's fucking Paul, and then she goes out to the bar. Then, because she heard a campfire tale, she puts together some psychic babble while they're drinking, and then she comes back late, and she comes back just in time for the final act. That's it.
the fact that she manhandled Jason with what
The
weapon did she
machete.
have? The machete or whatever she had
She
before
yeah,
this. Yeah,
behind his back though.
but still, I mean,
But it didn't manhandle. She was just coming to Paul's defense, and he was there for the taking, and she just fucking did what anybody
yeah,
would have
but that
did.
was like the only time that he's ever been that vulnerable.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know.
What? Yeah, this is. I mean, but the whole sequence is cool. I think the whole movie is worth the final act.
Yeah.
Silhouette. You said the movie's boring. Do you even hate like this last? What is it? 15
Do
minutes?
you hate
Do you
part
even?
3 or do you hate part 1? What do you not like about the early Friday the 13th movies? I mean,
Yeah. Which side of the fence are
the
you on? Which ones
scores
do
are
you?
amazing, dude. Like I was listening to this on the I mean, this is only 5.1 HD, which in this it wasn't Dolby Atmos, but I have the Dolby Atmos down here in the basement, man. It sounded amazing.
Oh, he says he doesn't hate it. He was trolling.
Okay.
It's hard to hate. It's just so inoffensive. It just goes by so fast, and it's not.
Feels like you're sitting in a symphony, dude. I love it, man. It's great.
So what? So I'm sorry. Do you have what do you have? Five? You said you have 5.1. Do you have 7.1? What do you have down there?
Yeah, I have Dolby Atmos, so I have the Atmos bar, and then I have a subwoofer. Then I have the two
Yeah,
channels behind me, and I'm kind of in a small basement, so it's
it does a lot.
yeah, yeah. So it sounds amazing, dude.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I've got sound bars and shit. I mean, in the loft, we've got 5.1, but it's not Atmos. One of these days, I'll invest in that stuff. It just seems like a bit overkill. I'm sure I say that and once I have it, I'll be like, God, I can't go back. I'm
It
sure
sounds
that's the way
great,
we've been.
dude. Especially
Yeah,
in these big budget films, like, I always get the wife to come down, we watch Top Gun Maverick, dude, and we pump that shit up, dude.
I'm not even. But my only 4K player is on this monitor here, and I'm not going to bother. It's just such a small space. I literally watch my 4Ks with the TV sound, which you can imagine
Oh,
which you can imagine is pretty fucking basic. But I'm not gonna bother. I don't want a bunch of speakers in this room. It's already like I've got enough shit in here with my monitors and stuff like that. I'm good. What I want to do is I want to get a new TV for that's guest room behind me,
yeah,
and that's where I would put the stuff in because
yeah.
that's more of TV room. But
Well,
I just got like,
you're lucky, OLEDs are cheap now, so, yeah.
yeah. Well, I can't get anything right now.
No, I'm just saying, I mean, they're going down in price, so in the future, you will be able to.
Yeah, it's gonna be tempting. Yeah, to but then I'm gonna have a whole bunch of TVs to get rid of because I'm gonna want to like do every one in the house.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're all good TVs, which I hate because I used to just run TVs into the ground, keep them for a fucking decade. But now I'm just gonna be like, hey, anybody want a free TV?
No, I have cheap TVs all around my house except the one in the basement, so I'm good.
But anyway, so she's gonna find the shrine that nobody has conveniently found, even though it's like hiding in plain daylight. Did they? Did they? They didn't by chance film Sleepaway Camp 2 or 3 in some of these same like locations they filmed these? Did they? Did they use any of the same like camps?
I don't know where they filmed Sleepaway Camp 2 or 1
I
and
mean, I guess
2.
they all look the same. It's too easy to say, "Oh, it looks like the same." You know, they all look the same. Literally, when I did outdoor education in the 5th grade, it looked like this. You know,
I know Josh James, went to some of those. The Sleepaway Camps were filmed in, North Carolina, it looks like.
hey, really quick. By the way, isn't it really convenient that a rat's here and it takes a leak
That
right here?
that that's that's what I don't understand here, because you don't know if it's
It's
her that pisses her pants because of the rat or the rat that actually pisses. Because that's a lot of piss, dude, for a
that's
rat.
you're right. That is a lot of piss.
So that's one thing I
Oh,
never
you
understood.
know, I guess I guess you make sense. I guess maybe it is her. I would have to bet it is her because that's a lot of
I don't
piss,
know. We should Google
and she
rat
looks pretty
piss.
scared. I guess you're right, and if she pissed, that is weird to show, like, a woman's piss in a movie, pissing herself. That's interesting. I actually would rather be her piss.
But the piss is like kind of weird colored. I'm hoping it's not her piss.
You see a doctor. But like you said, dude, if a rat was containing that much piss,
Yeah,
I that would
right here. It's just, I mean,
he seems pretty scared, yeah.
yeah,
He's like, "Ooh." I guess you're right. He is she's in fight or flight mode right now.
yeah. I mean, she got the best of Jason here, and
I never understood in these scenarios why people stop.
oh,
Right?
absolutely. I
You
mean,
you beat him with a chair, and
grab the
he's
chainsaw
down, and
back and just start hacking.
fucking
Yeah,
saw him up.
yeah.
Like, okay, let's make sure at least take his legs off, dude. You know, what's he gonna do if you take his legs? And I would cut his legs off, and I would take the legs with me.
Absolutely, man.
So it's not like so he doesn't like regenerate. I'm like, I'm taking these.
Yeah, I remember watching this the first time, and they take or she takes the potato sack off his head, and we don't see
Uh,
what he actually looks like, and I'm
they're
like,
just like,
yeah, I'm like, what are we gonna see here? And
but
then
that's great.
yeah,
I love that. I
the
love
f-
that fake out and that build
yeah,
up, and then when it comes, yeah, it's great.
and then you see him, and I guess they didn't show any of the cast what he actually looks like. Like, uh, she stayed away,
Uh,
so they freaked them all out during shooting, which is pretty cool.
were they expecting him to pop out of the glass naturally?
Well,
Because they
I
could
believe
they
I think they were, but they didn't know what he looked like, I think.
they could have easily have written it to where like that's where it ended because that's like, oh, Muffin comes back and you guys are sigh of relief in front of the window, and then they really could have, you know.
They didn't get into that part, but I mean, they did say that they didn't see what he looked like, and she pretty much told, the main or there's, like, 3 different Jasons, I believe.
Uh-huh.
The guy who played the guy that popped out, she was like, "I don't wanna see what he looks like," that sort of thing, so which is cool.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Silhouette, thanks again. Rats are cute. No cap. Skibbity. Man, you're hurting my brain with all that like Gen Z talk.
Oh god, I
Is
hear
that the
skibbity toilet and all that shit and
skibbity toilet?
all
Are
the
your kids
time.
into the skibbity toilet,
All the
dude?
time. All the time. I hear skibbity, I hear no cap, I hear everything, dude.
So wait, are your kids actually saying no cap or they're watching videos that say it?
Oh, they watch videos and they say it. They say everything on YouTube, dude.
Like even your littlest is saying no
Yes.
cap?
Yes.
How old's your littlest again? Like
4?
5, 4? You got a little 4-year-old saying no cap, dad?
Yes.
They saying
Yes.
skibbity, skibbity, skibbity.
Yeah.
That is wild. That
Dude,
seems super
man.
young.
The
That seems super
YouTube
that seems more of like
generation.
a that seems like more of a preteen thing, but they're
No,
getting off to an
dude.
early skibbity, dude.
Yeah, he says it
Oh,
all,
dude, I'm
man.
sorry. Yeah, Silhouette had another one. I'm sorry. Thanks, brother. He says, "Hate how she looks like Gwyneth Paltrow to me." Amy Steele?
She does kinda look like Gwyneth Paltrow.
I guess she does.
Better
Right here, she
looking.
does. I don't. Anyway, hey, look. How does she put this together? Oh, I'll put on this nasty fucking old sweater and I'll talk just like Pamela talked, as if I knew
Well,
her and I've seen her.
she didn't know. I mean, the shrine was sitting there, and he's like, "Okay." He obviously worships, or not worships, but
How did he even know that was his mom? She
what?
just put two and two together that, oh, she watched his chop her head off and she's got the
Well, that's
head.
true. No, I
She
agree.
thought on her feet quick.
Yeah.
She really put a lot of shit together.
No, I
And
know.
I like how he snaps out of it only when she sees the head behind her. Like, wait, you're
Yep.
not my mom.
It's all the head. Yeah. So I don't know, but I think it's kind of interesting. It when I think about Friday the 13th, I think of this ending. I don't know why,
Mhm.
but I think it's a cool ending. I mean, of course, I love the ending on the first one as well, but
Yeah, no, that's really good. So is his right eye lame? Does it just not work? Is that why he doesn't have a hole in the other one?
I see. I never understood that, but I like the fact that he only has one eye slit cut out.
He's got the deformed eye. I just didn't know if it worked or not. I know it's like lower and stuff.
Yeah,
Uh, and it's not like that's a manufactured mask where his eye wouldn't align. It's just a potato sack where he cut a hole in it. Like, why didn't he just like cut another
they
hole?
showed Terry. I don't know if you saw her. She was laying down there.
Yeah, I saw it before.
Okay.
Let's see.
There she
There
is.
she is too.
Yeah.
Still looking pretty good. That
Yeah.
rigor mortis hasn't set in yet, man. We should find out. Should find out.
Ugh.
Hey, it was either think quick or get pickaxe lobotomy from Jason. Yeah, I guess you just got to let it go, man. It's just yeah, I guess that's why they like her so much because she really does like tear ass on him a bit.
Yeah, she
But
really doesn't get damaged very much, and
there's just no development. Like literally, it's not like she was being torn. She literally is totally out of harm's way, and then she just conveniently shows back up right at the last act when like everybody's dead. Oh, and she starts beat. So I don't know. It just kind of goes from like 1 to 100 for me, kind of fast. And Paul's a bitch. What did Paul do? Not
well,
a damn
no,
thing.
Paula didn't do anything, but that's what I mean would kind of happen. I mean, what is she going to be around the whole time? She's going to be like
Yeah, yeah. I'm not
Halloween
knocking
with what's her face,
Jamie Lee
Jamie
Curtis.
Lee Curtis.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't know. They it's just this last 15 minutes. That's it. But
Yeah,
it is great, you know. Paul's a beta.
Paul is a beta, and we don't know what happens
Why
to Paul. I kind of hope he got killed in the end.
I like how she just saved Paul and now Paul's like protecting her. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? You need her to protect you.
Oh, absolutely. Paul is a giant beta, man.
So, but yeah, this is a great ending. I love it. Uh I think his other eye is swollen or rotted over, I think. Don't you think a guy like Jason who's like swollen and rotted over and has no access to medical care might have like went into sepsis or something and not be alive? I don't know.
I don't. He's probably immune to all that shit. I mean, he's been
I
living
know
in
he's
the
like
woods for how many years
I know
now?
he becomes like a god later in these movies after he
Yeah.
dies a million times, but in this movie, he just seems like a total human redneck. He doesn't come off super powered to me in this. Like he just like a redneck. And I like how they look drastically different because I honestly don't even look at this Jason and think, "Oh, this is the same Jason going forward."
No,
Because
no.
after this, we have like he put on 50 pounds.
And
60 pounds, and he
he
lost all his
did.
hair.
Yeah, but I just like the look of this Jason. This is the one that creeps me out the most because he's the backwoods redneck Jason.
Yeah, but like I said, I to me, they're like they're different characters. I don't even put two and two together sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't look at this Jason and think, oh, this is the one that comes back to life and Jason lives with electricity like
No,
Frankenstein.
no, no, I don't
Now,
either.
this is not even the same. Like I can't even imagine that logic being applied to this guy. This is just yeah, like some just random redneck that grew up in the woods.
And of course, Ted
Pretty.
survives, which we don't see Ted again.
It's a pretty iconic shot too.
Yeah, the pitchforks.
Yeah, that's a great shot actually. Really cool.
That was one of the posters over, I think, in UK, I believe.
I love this. I love this switch in the music, man. When you see Muffin,
Yeah.
and I'm so happy Muffin made it. Where's Muffin been this whole time? Like I said, the biggest, weirdest plot hole in this movie is there was an identical Muffin Shih Tzu
Mm,
in the middle of what? And I like how Muffin came to the door. Muffin wasn't barking. She just came. How do they hear it? If she didn't, like, what do they hear? They
they
get
heard they
knocked.
heard something outside. I
Muffin's so
think it was the
cute.
door. Yeah, that slammed.
If that was my dog, he would have barked or like scratched at the door, dude.
That Muffin's a cute dog, dude. I mean,
The producers probably said, "No, you can't kill the dog." I don't know what it is, man. I never used to get it. Then I owned a dog. I'm like, yeah, you can't kill a dog.
no.
It's
Here we
innocence.
go. Ah!
Yeah, this movie does slow down shots really well, and they
Oh
do
yeah,
quite a few of them.
yeah.
And you get a
Mongoloid
good,
Jason
I
did.
like, you get a good look at him. I like it.
Hmm.
Like they don't, the slow motion really does justice to it.
It
Yeah,
looks like
his eye is
Sloth
like,
from the Goonies, dude.
yeah, I guess his eye looks lame. It doesn't look like it works, to be
Yeah.
honest. Dead. He looks like Toxic Avenger on the
Hmm.
other half of his face. He's got that Maynard James Keenan undertow haircut. It's just got, and then yeah, so and that's what it is. It's a really weird ending.
Hmm.
He just grabs her and attacks her, and then it fades to white, not black, and then she wakes up like, what happened? It really begs the question, yeah, what happened to Paul? What happened to Muffin more than anything? But what did he do to her, and why did she live?
And is Jason
I
still there? I mean, are they going to take her to the loony bin because they think
what
she did it?
what stopped Jason from ripping her limb to limb? Did she fucking, was there a fight that ensued and she actually whooped his ass with that pitchfork and she just, got knocked out in the process? And why didn't they find this fucking head?
Well, one of the alternate cuts, they have her open her eyes, the severed head.
Why are the candles still lit?
I
I always thought it was sorry to interrupt you. I always thought it was a real missed opportunity to roll the credits with the head there.
well, they just. What do you mean? They just did roll the credits there.
No, roll the credits with the head.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Like stay on the shot of the,
yeah.
and have
No,
them,
yeah.
there's that negative space to the left of the head.
Hmm.
Just roll the credits while we're staring at the head. I thought that'd be
No,
awesome.
absolutely. No, you're right on that.
I don't know why they didn't do that, but they really did the eye open thing.
In an alternate version, but they didn't end up putting it in.
So yeah, I wonder where the logic is there, because they explained why Jason came out of the lake in the first one. It was all a dream, but why is Pamela's eyes opening?
Yeah,
I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Jason just committed grape, didn't kill her. Do you think he did?
I don't think so.
He
I
did
don't think that works anymore, man.
I wonder, voodoo logic probably. I don't know. But oh, I thought that said Obama. It's not, it's Oshima. Anyway, thank you guys. It's been a fun
Yeah.
Friday the 13th. It's the first time we've done a Friday the 13th celebration. We actually have a lot of these left to do. We've done most of these over the years, but it got so hard to keep up with them. A lot of them are collaborations. Like some of them are like with Josh James on his channel. It
Mhm.
gets muddled for
I
me.
know, I could
But
remember.
honestly, we've only done a few on this channel. And even the few that this is actually one of the few we've done, but the few that we've done, they're all old. They're just audio. They're great, but they're all before we went to video, and they've got different like uh cast members talking. So definitely check out that one too, because that one's really good. We have a Jason X, and then I think we have a, is it part 4 maybe, and maybe like a 4. There's like 3 or 4 that we've done, but we got a lot to do, man. So hopefully you guys have a great weekend. I'm gonna hop out of here. I gotta go. Hopefully catch the wife before she falls asleep. She's probably asleep too. It's
Yeah.
probably for the best.
Yeah.
That's probably for the best. And I gotta go fix a late din din. But thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you guys. Next week we are going to do a member commentary. We had to do this. We kind of doubled up on commentaries, regular ones because of the holiday. But next week we're going to do a members only commentary. We'll not let you know what that is. I am currently editing the Human Centipede. That will be up Monday because I'll finish that this weekend. It came out chef's kiss, and Silhouette really wants Toy Story, but we also had the Burbs recommended.
They'll be coming here soon.
I want to be able to give everything. My only thing on Toy Story is I don't know if that should be a member or if that should be for everybody. Because that one is going to be a little polarizing. I think doing a funny Toy Story one and ironic, I think that could pull in some new people, but I don't know if everybody's going to like. We just got to figure out where that one's going to go. I would like to do it personally. It's just where it goes. The Burbs might be a great member commentary.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
we'll figure it out. But yeah, that's Silhouette. Yeah, we have that, and we're chatting about that quite a bit.
Yeah, so we'll get it going, guys. And gosh, what was the one we were talking about in the last stream or last that I want to do? What was the one I said we have to do it? I already freaking forgot, man. Quest for Peace.
Oh
Todd really
yeah,
wants to do
Superman
Quest
4.
for Peace. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll finally watch that damn movie. So I feel like that's got to be one of the next everybody commentaries. So they're coming down the pike, guys. But hey, my alarm's going off. That means I got to get out of here.
Uh-oh.
All right, guys. Bye-bye. Later.
See ya.
Courtesy flush.